People of the world of the internet community of video watchers on YouTube, welcome to this video. Where we last left off, I was in the process of doing these TRD over fenders on my 74 RA21 Toyota Celica. If you're new and you'd like to get caught up on why I have an obsession of cardboard people, up above my head is not a link to anything that will help you with that. I'm just weird. Angel Napkin Beard, we have some work to do. You look like Wayne Static, but with a napkin beard.
I don't know who that is.
How does he not know who Wayne Static is? To get you caught up from the last video, the fender has now been filleted, and on the inside between each one of those little cuts, those need to be welded so the gaps are filled. Rear seat is now removed and the panel is taken down so that way it doesn't accidentally get damaged. Inside the trunk here, you can see the backside of all the welds, so it'll be really easy to dust these with primer once it's all done. I gotta suit up in my assless chaps. There, it's almost meant for someone my height. Angel blow-by cake is over there farting.
No, not again.
Even though this is going to get cut and welded and stuff, I want it to be symmetrical to the other side, which was approximately 25 millimeters. I mean, it kind of sort of doesn't matter. It's not like you can look at either side of the car at the same time and it's going to be covered by a flare, but I still want it the same, symmetrically cut, because I have... That was way quicker using the little instead of the cutoff wheel. And for welding, it'll be way easier now because there's a lot less material lost than what you get with the cutoff wheel. Oh no! Sir May is down! Oh, John Wick. R.I.P. Cardboard friends. I quite like this apron. I feel like I'm about to cook up some nope cakes. So I got the finger sander here. I have some special parts I want to put on in this video, so I just need to make like a tree and get this done. That's much smoother. This area had a dent. You can see the body filler in that lollipop ring. And there's also a little bit down here by the edge. It doesn't look like it's a very big dent though. Passing the torch to Angel Food Cake, literally, to finish up this side with the welds now. And also, it's the following day already. That was a lot of work yesterday. It didn't seem like it, but it was. So Angel has all of these gaps filled now, as you can see. But what I need to do is smooth it all out. The welds don't penetrate deep enough right here along the outer edge to be able to grind it completely smooth to make it look pretty. Right here by my fingernail, you'll notice there's a little black line right here. Well, that is one of the little flaps that were cut and welded to this outer panel. And if you try to grind it too smooth, you just end up getting that back again. Right here is a great example. So watch this black seam and you can see it shift as I press on it. This is now going to be the third time that we've had to lay a bead along that edge to try to penetrate deeper so that way it could get it grinded smoother and make it look pretty. It's kind of pointless to make it look pretty because this is more about structure than it is something you're not going to see. And for those that said that I should have put seam sealer inside the rib nut right here when I did them on the panel, that's pointless because with all that welding and grinding, the heat would have just burnt all that off already. Where'd Angel go? Angel poop cake? Did you disappear to poop? You did?
I noticed I have a line on my forehead.
Angel dent cake. That's from your helmet. Knowing what we know now from the first side, this second side, because I cut it with the little tiny body saw, it was so much easier for him to weld up. This is gonna come out much nicer over here. I put you guys in my welding helmet so we can get up close and you can see. That is good to go. That is ready for body working now. So keep in mind, underneath here is gonna get the same bed liner treatment, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like underneath. Up above, we got a good structural bead now going all the way along the edge. And then the couple riv nuts up above the wheel arch, I'm gonna redo those after the body working process, just to make sure it's nice and smooth in there. What the hell? This is what I call a mechanic's letter opener. Yes! So this right here is from Toy Garage, the same place I got the TRD over fenders from. It's not sponsored, but it's a small business, so shout out. Yeah! Since this is the fab and fit phase of the build, I need to make sure everything fits and fab it up. Oh, yeah! Here, wanna hold it?
Yeah, that looks mean.
The reason why I'm ditching the luggage rack is because I got the matching TRD rear spoiler to go with it. Oh, I love that. Love that. It's got the cutout for the key. And then obviously the Toyota badge goes away on this because it's actually supposed to say Toyota, I believe, across the center in this area. Inside the resin gel coat in the back of the fiberglass, there's actually wood inside this right here to put your mounting points on, which should sit somewhere in this vicinity. And inside the trunk lid, there are these convenient little gaps where I can put some hardware.
Let it out.
The question is gonna be, where in relation to those? Oh, that's nice.
The wood is along this seam.
Yeah, there's a slight problem with that plan. That's not exactly where I thought it would be because those notches are down here. Well, that doesn't work as well as I thought it would. That's better than what they did with the luggage rack and self-tapping screws. I'll figure something out. Meanwhile, hardware. Head fabricator has arrived. It lies right along that seam.
I mean, if you look at things like your MR2
Yeah.
and such, they bolt it through both layers. They don't just go through the top sheet metal, because then you're going to rip a hole in it from vibration and stuff.
Oh.
So if you make your brackets, they're like 8 inches long or so, they go right here through that seam. Put a little thin washer between the bracket and the car, and then bolt them to the car, and then we're gonna get this super thick, like high build epoxy that's made for fiberglass.
Like this goop.
Yeah. Put it on the inside of this, or on the bracket itself probably is the easier way. And then when you take this and glue it on, you hold it in place with probably a whole bunch of painter's tape. Then that way when you take it back off, you can remove those little spacers that I was talking about on the bracket, and then it sucks it down to the trunk lid like that much better.
Oh. Do 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 do. I'd say that's probably good enough right there. Do 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 do. Ants. Hello, ants. Oh, you're busy today. I'm actually walking like this. This is weird. Where is he? Fenders. Hello. Brackets. You can be a hair wider if it has to be.
So do you want to put a little radius right here?
Here. That's robot. Da da da. Da da da. That's good. That'll work. I'll go like right there. It's as wide as the wood. Now I could put my studs all the way out here on the end. That's the way it's on a flat surface. And this is thick enough that it's not gonna bend if I have my studs all the way at the end, and then I can secure it 3 times in the center to the spoiler and the wood right there. This is not the tool I need for the job, but I can't find it, so it'll get the job done. Yeah, looks like a good spot. Apparently there's a lot of people that have a fetish for these stepper bits, so here you go. Here's some stepper bit porn. See if that bolt will be long enough. No, you need longer ones. Must remove. There you go. Good to go. Give me that, give me that, give me that nut. Let me help you. There you go. Hey, it's right here. Welcome to the following day. This, had to get some hardware to build this. Holes are 22.5 millimeter on center, and this plate is 25.5 mil. So that's taped to the trunk. Let's stick this on top. The wood's right there. Yep. You just barely see it. Okay, here it goes. So I'm drilling these holes out to 1/4-20. That's the size hardware I'm going to be using on this. I feel it's appropriate for the weight of the wing. And go. Man, a drill press is a lifesaver. So much better than doing this on the floor like I normally do. Good. Now let's see if this actually fits. Look at that. You know, I will never run out of different angel cakes.
I can tell.
Like today, I feel like you're angel ham sandwich cake.
Ham sandwich? It's better than yesterday's cake.
I don't remember what cake you were yesterday.
You called me Angel Stupid Cake.
No, I didn't. I would never call you angel stupid cake. I would call you angel held behind cake.
Held behind a couple of years.
Look at that. This bracket is the bracket for the other side. I measured it so perfectly that it fits on either side of the car. I put some wing nuts on my studs. They're actually Allen head stainless hardware. Oh yeah, that's good and welded up. Ta-da! Yeah, that's gonna work great. There's the other side. I can't bond them to the spoiler yet. I'm gonna do both the epoxy and it's gonna have wood screws going into this brace right here. Since I had to order the epoxy stuff for the rear spoiler, I can't drill the holes in it to mount it to the actual spoiler piece itself.
Alan!
This right here concludes the rough fabrication phase of the TRD installed accessories. Obviously all this gets body worked, but the rough fab is done. Oh, this was a lot of work. Going down. That rear wheel is an entire rear wheel inset from the edge of the flare. I'll definitely be able to fit plenty of meat back there now. Never mind. Angel's dying.
That one took me a bit, but it clicked.
So round 2, Angel's handiwork back here. This came out pretty good. You can see the inside looks, I think it looks a lot smoother than the other side does. It came out really nice over here. Especially these areas right there. That looks super factory almost. It fits just like the driver's side. Nice and clean. So you're probably wondering about the nose. If I'm doing a TRD kit on here, well, where's the chin spoiler?
Spoiler alert. It's over here.
Inside this box is the chin spoiler. Angel, come look. I gave the ants ketchup. They're enjoying it. They're like cattle at the little water trough. Cattle at their ketchup trough. And look, they took the nut.
Look, he's taking a piece of ketchup.
Yeah, how are you taking a piece of ketchup? He just got ketchup all over his face.
I don't know, but they did it.
So in the next video of the celery cut, we should be able to address some of the engine fab stuff because I have the steering rack, a minty 1UZ oil pan, and a 3UZ intake manifold. That should address the rest of the rough fabrication that has to take place under the hood. And then bodywork shall commence. And if you think this was a lot of work, wait till I have to paint the car. What the hell are you doing? You look like you're riding a boat.
I'm stretching my calves.
Baby cows.
My baby calf. Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye.